Hello, it's Angus here at the Bureau for Monday the 30th of October. Here's the weekly weather outlook. But this week, most of the major weather really front-loaded into the first couple of days, so that's what we'll hone in on with a look at the ongoing fire concern for large parts of the country, and we'll touch on a cold front which is sliding across the south as well. Firstly, here's a map showing regions where there are active bushfires around Australia at the moment. We are well and truly into bushfire season. Lots of fires up the eastern seaboard, across northern Australia, and even down here in the southwest. Of particular note are these three fires at watch and act level warning through southeast Queensland. But remember, it's a dynamic situation. Fires can evolve and change, and new fires can start, so make sure you are getting the latest information about fires in your region through your state emergency service. This is where we kick the week off as we look at the surface level pressure for Monday afternoon, with a cold front in the south moving its way eastwards. But north of that front we get a strong, hot, dry wind dragging warm air from the middle of Australia out towards the east coast, and that's really going to ramp up temperatures for eastern parts, particularly New South Wales. Sydney tracking for 33 degrees today, but some of the suburbs are probably more like 36 degrees, and there's a broad region through here of upper 30s and low 40s for Queensland, northern New South Wales, then much of NT and northern WA. Meanwhile, cooler across the south coast in the wake of that cold front. So what does this wind and heat do to the fire risk? Well, it really pushes it up for eastern places. There's this broad region of concern through New South Wales, with a number of districts at extreme fire danger for the day today, including the Sydney metro area. There are also total fire bans in place for all of these orange areas. Elsewhere around the country, it's sweeping regions of high fire risk through this hot, dry time of year. Into tomorrow, we're going to see everything shift northwards a little bit, so the fire risks put into northern New South Wales and southern parts of Queensland. Of particular note, take a look at this area here, this triangle region. That's the Darling Downs and Granite Belt area in Queensland. There has been some destructive fire activity there in the past week or so, and tomorrow is going to be another very challenging day for crews across that part of Australia battling the flames. Ongoing fire risk around New South Wales, including Sydney, particularly through Tuesday morning, before the wind and the temperature will start to drop by the end of the day. Let's take a look at what else is going on around Australia. This cold front moving into Melbourne and southern New South Wales, Victoria and Tasmania through the course of the day on Monday. Could bring some thunderstorms to Melbourne in time for the evening commute there, 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the evening. Showers also forecast for Hobart and Adelaide as that front pushes through. In the wake of the front, cooler temperatures, gusty winds and possible hail. It's certainly going to be a chillier night tonight for many. There is one warning in place. This is a severe weather warning for damaging wind around elevated parts of southern New South Wales and parts of ACT as well. Pushing ahead now to tomorrow, we're going to see this front move eastwards and then northwards as it curls around and moves its way up the coastline of New South Wales on Tuesday, then into southern Queensland on Wednesday. This front will do a few things. It brings a temperature drop and some showers up the coastline, and initially it brings a strong surge of wind. When that wind first arrives, it can push fires in a new direction, and that's why we continue to see elevated fire risk as that front goes through. But quickly after the front passes, the wind dies down, the temperatures are cooler, and there's a few showers around as well. Not enough to douse all the fires, but it's a step in the right direction, and that is why we start to see through the middle of the week, Wednesday into Thursday, we will start to see the fire risks ease across this part of Australia. That's all I've got for you through the video, but as per usual, you can get the latest detail for your area through bom.gov.au, and of course don't forget to download the BOM Weather app, and you can keep up with us on social media as well.